because of what she told me on the phone, which then made me concerned because it brought her little boy into play as well as her.
Right, we're not going into that, King.
That's the only reason. And then once once had a conversation with her and the mod on the phone, I put the phone down. Then took my niece and nephew to school, and then I rang Pearl and went, "Do you know, Tony's been in touch, been speaking to me about some about certain things that have been going on previous and over the past couple of months." And she went, "All right, has she mentioned anything?" And I went, "Not mentioned as such."
I can hear you getting yourself worked up. Calm down.
So she turned around and I just said, "Look," I said, "there's been an incident on the phone that she's told me." I said, and I was just a little bit taken back by it. And Pearl had asked me what the incident was. So I told Pearl, and Pearl went, "Well, she's told me something similar." And I went, "Oh, right, okay then." I said, "Right, okay then," and left it. And never really communicated anymore with her then during the day.
So what we're saying is, I haven't got a Discord. I've just seen it. I wouldn't listen. I can barely use my phone. Never mind a fucking Discord. And if anybody's got a Discord, anybody, please speak up and say if I'm in that Discord.
Right,
I don't know anything about Discord.
Send you a screen recording, Pearl.
Alex, listen.
I've got it all screen recorded, Alex, and I've told her I'll send her all the conversations.
I've got a screen recording from you in Chester's live saying you're going to do some digging. You're going to find everything out about me. You're going to dig.
Oh, Alex, that's a load of me ass. Do you know when that's probably been? No, when that's probably been. No, when you were having a go at him for talking to EQ.
What? No, it wasn't.
When you were having a pop at him.
It was the other day in Chester's live.
King, I did see that one, bro. When you first fell out, you said, "I'm going to do everything I can." But everyone's going saying King.
But
shouldn't have been asking that yet. But listen, fuck that, 'cause it's getting all out of hand. This is. Everyone's saying King shouldn't be asking her. Obviously, King and Alex had an issue, and the only way he could get to Alex was going through that. But everyone's saying, "Oh, he shouldn't be digging," blah blah blah. He's obviously going to ask her, isn't he? But he's come on here to apologise, and you're just dragging it on. I don't understand what's going on.
He just wanted to make it clear to Alex how it all started. It started.
That I never instigated this.
No, and
I've got enough going on in my own life to be getting in bother with other people's lives.
Ever before she ever contacted me, that's when these messages was. I knew nothing about these messages. Like I say, I don't know about Discords or other things that they have. But wherever it's gone today, it's been bad mouthing King, and it was nothing at all like that. It wasn't like that.
Because if that's the case, when this all come out in Pearl's life, why was she in the box? Why was other people then in the box saying, "Yeah, this is all true"?
In the comments.
Yeah, in the comments.
All true in the comments. I never
This isn't anything against Alex, because Alex is my friend at the end of the day. But the truth is, Tony has said a few things to a few people. So this is, people need to, on the app, you just don't know what's going on in the background. You don't know the real story. You don't know people like personally. But Alex obviously wants an apology. King's willing to do it. But again, people in comments is still going on saying it's wrong. Whether it is or not, no one's ever done anything wrong in an argument. That's what happens in arguments. You go low, you try and dig on. The whole of TikTok is about digging on people.
And if King and Alex had beef, Alex had beef after what was done when we was in Frankie's live, that is between them.
That's a lie as well.
What?
Why is it a lie? Did you not start
that's a lie as well. They was in the live and they was twisting it, right? All of them was twisting it, saying I'd sent messages to Frank. No, can I speak? You know what? 'Cause I'm getting agitated now. What?
You didn't. Who did you make a beeline for? There was Tracy in that live. Little Susie. Tracy never got mentioned.
I mentioned Susie first.
Susie did.
Yeah, you did,
and then it was all me.
Exactly.
Yeah, all me. There was 3 people in that live, not just me.
I said to Susie first. What you on about?
Yeah, but then everything after that, I'm up Pearl's ass. I'm Pearl's king. I go round the app. And what am I going to do if Pearl drops me? Cry?
Yeah, but lads, listen. Let's get it straight. The argument right now is between you two. Yeah, like it's clear that Alex hasn't physically put his hands on this woman, even though she hasn't said that. Yeah, but she said other things have happened, not physical, but obviously an argument, all that shit. She's obviously somewhere or another said so many things to so many people. It's just got twisted. But right now, you've already dealt with that the last few days, Alex. King, I haven't seen what's happened. Obviously, my partner's told me about it. But used to listen. This is just crazy. Like, you should be speaking off the app about this and saying, "Yo, where can we go?" I don't see what you're getting from it. Like,
right, Frankie. Right, earlier on today, right, and King will tell you, right, my exact thing was, and Pearl will tell you the same, was either way, they're both adults, they need to discuss it on a call, get it all out in the open. King says everything he's been sent and said, whatever, Alex says what he needs to say. No beefing, no slandering, no, like, mudslinging, nothing. Be adults, sort it out. Rather than, like, digging at each other every other day.
Yeah, everyone's saying, imagine your name being dragged this way. Right, everyone openly admits that it was maybe said wrong. Alex has not touched this woman.
Frankie, do you know the one thing that's really irritated me? The one thing out of everything that's really irritated me, it's like, instead of saying, you know what, I made a mistake, I should have done this, I should have done that, he's come up and he's gone, well, he went for me first, and instantly then, he's getting people to feel sorry for him when I'm the one that's been done wrong.
What did you do, Alex? You went for me and King in that.
So yeah, okay then, right. So okay, that then gets someone to go and like divulging into my own business, my personal life, chatting shit, making lies up. Well, you never made the lies up.
Listen,
I was prepared to come to you and apologise for the way that Discord's come across. But the story she told me made me worried and it made me concerned. I don't know what's going on, and I don't know what goes on behind closed doors with your life. But what she physically told me on the telephone, on the phone with this man.
We're not going into them there. We're on about how this started, how the message.
That just made me think, well, hang on then.
This is getting out of hand. This is getting, yeah. This is getting out of hand.
Wait
there, 1 minute, Rubber Duck. This is getting out of hand. All I wanted to do was let you know that message that's all over the app, which does look bad, was done before any conversations was about the situation in hand. They were talking on what the fuck it was. I do not know. But that message was before Tony started getting whatever she was getting out. It was all before then. And I'm just saying it's not King's fault.
Right, I am not, well, no, sorry, that's worded wrong. For the way it's come across and the way it looks here, Alex, I apologise for the Discord. That does look bad, all right? It looks bad. And
that's not an apology. That's not an apology, though, is it? It's a
no, but let me finish. Let me finish. So I do apologise for the way that's come across with the Discord. The reason it made me slightly, my ears prick up a little bit to think, well, hang on, what if not known what's been going on? I've gone through TV, and this is why I got concerned. That's the only reason. And then once I'd spoken with Pearl and she told me...
Don't try to push a narrative, mate. I ain't stupid.
Do you know what? There's no talking to him.
You're trying to control the room. That's what you're doing. You're trying to control the room. That's what you're trying to do.
What you do daily.
Control the room. I don't go in people's boxes. I have my own room.
Yeah, guys, listen, you two are obviously clearly going to go head-to-head anyway because of what King said and what Alex has said. But, like, the situation of what's gone on in... Like, Alex, obviously you don't want your personal life all over this app, which obviously... has been brought to the app, and you probably had enough of it now. But like, I don't know, man. It's what
am I meant to do? Right, bend over and let everyone shaft me, and then let fucking everyone get away with things. That's what it feels like.
No one shafted you, Alex. No one shafted you.
It feels like it's a bit high. Nah.
How this message come out? That was it.
Poor fucking King, yeah.
Alex, you just said, what do you want to do? Everyone shafted you. From all I can see, bro, is you're getting bare love. So no one shafted you, bro.
Oh, no, because you know what's happened now? Everyone's opened a can of worms. All the people that have been silent for so long, the people that don't like me, are now coming out the woodwork. Have you not seen it?
Well, right, can I are you okay?
That one message has come out.
Everyone's saying.
And I just wanted King to explain that was there before Tony even come on the telephone to me.
Everyone's saying, imagine it was you, Frankie. I'd come on live and I'd say, if you believe it, fucking block me. If you don't, Alex knows the truth. Alex knows that he didn't physically put his hands on her. But obviously everyone argues. But the thing is, I don't see where it goes from here. I'm just here. I come in Pearl's room. She asked me to jump in the box. I'm here to say, yo, dead it now. Like, move on. Like, nobody wants all this
I
shit
think
all over
that's what King was trying to do.
I can't get. Hang on, is there some in the request? I can't.
Guys, none of you fucking know me, so stop telling me I'd go mad.
Yeah, leave.
Every argument I have, I deal with it off the app. I speak to people. I don't come live and do it fucking for views. I don't care. I'll speak to someone if I've got an issue with Alex or Pearl or Rubber Duck, anyone. I'll ring them. So don't tell me I'd go mad.
Right, can I just do a quick check, please? Pearl, are you okay?
I'm good. I just want King and Alex.
Because Luke's asked you.
Don't stick up for my mate. What am I supposed... Yo, Alex, listen, control your little pets, man, before I lose my shit here. They're asking me why I don't stick up for you. What do you want me to stick up... How am I meant to stick up for Alex? His bird said he smacked her. That's it. What am I meant to do? I wasn't there.
In the box, and please, you and Alex, come in. Oh, sorry, I don't even know. Where's he at? Oh, there.
Where's Frankie gone?
Where's
Frankie gone? I'm looking for the comments. I don't even know who said what.
Frankie, get back in the box, please.
Well, no, just a few people are asking in the comments if you're okay.
So that message there, Alex, King just wanted to let you know that was before there was him and a mod and Tony talking on, was it a phone or was it a message, King, or how we was talking?
It started by messages and then Tony started a phone call up.
On a phone call, and then that's when that other message, when he was asking her, was she okay?
And
if you honestly don't see this for what he fucking is, then unfortunately, we're all Stevie Wonder in his fucking room.
What do you mean?
I have a screen recording, Paul, a screen recording. You can see it with your own eyes. I know you're trying to protect your friend, and I respect that.
Anybody
you are, Pearl, and I respect it. I respect it for doing it because I do it myself. However, I've got a screen recording when he said, I'm going to look through and I'm going to find stuff on him. He purposely went to look for shit on me, Pearl. He purposely went.
Purposely.
I have got the screen recordings. Frankie's seen it. I'll send it to Pearl.
Purposely, because I haven't looked for any shit on you. The only way I've got shit on you, well, what shit has come out, is your mod messaged me and started this. I haven't physically put a search in, asked any questions of you, or asked any questions about you to anybody on this app. What I've said in Chester's room, all right, I've said it, but I've not gone away and started.
You just said you never seen it. It never happened, and then Frankie goes.
You've got screenshots. You've just said. So I'm saying if I've said it.
I said I've got a screen recording. You said it didn't happen, and then Frankie goes.
I can't remember me saying it. If I'm honest.
Let's try and sort this, please. Let's try and sort this one way or the other. Right.
Are you going to tell me who the mod is off the app?
Off the app, he'll tell you.
I'll tell you, yeah.
Right, so can I suggest something then? Right, so do you know how I suggested earlier about having this phone call between the two of you? Right. And then if you need a third party and you've got a third party in the middle. How about you do that?
I honestly just don't think.
Alex, to be honest, where do we go from here with you and King? Where are we going with this? Is that fair?
I honestly didn't think this was going to go like this at all. This whole thing was like,
bro, what am I lying about? What Amy just said, everyone in the comments saying I've seen something. Am I lying too?
What?
Who?
You said you sent me something?
The screen recording of Chester and King of Kings.
When you sent me that?
Yeah, I'm just saying, you've seen it, ain't you?
I've seen it. You haven't sent it me though. I've seen it on the FYP.
No, the one of the screenshot of him in Chester's live.
But you didn't send it me. I've seen it on the FYP.
No, you didn't on the FYP. I sent it to your phone, and you went, "Oh my god, he's going mad in Chester's live." Gonna have a look. Have a look in your WhatsApp, mate. You'll see it.
So where are we going to go from here? Do you and King, and maybe even have Frankie in the call?
You see it, Frankie?
Yeah. I've just said I was answering you. You must not be able to hear me when I swipe off.
No, you can't. So,
Alex, listen, this is the issue, bro. This is why I'm getting so mad. This is why we spoke on the phone off the app. Right. When Pearl was live, Tony was in the comments, bro. She could have shut it down then, but she never. So, am I echoing?
Go on,
It's got a little bit of it's okay. You got a little bit of a weird sound.
So
but
what
it's
I'm
okay.
saying is, I understand that you're pissed off with King, and in all fairness, don't take it the wrong way, King. I don't know King. I know you, so it's not like I'm just jumping on you, like because you're my mate. But you're blaming people around you. But I said to this on the phone earlier. She is the one that has said it. She said it to other people, Alex, as well. No, sorry. Let me rephrase that before people remember it. She hasn't said about black eyes. Yeah. She says something else that wasn't physical that ended up with her nose being bruised or something. Yeah. You agree with this?
Well, I've only heard it through what obviously people have said on here. Obviously.
Yeah. But what
the message to you, Alex?
No, I never got. Well, did I? Let me got 2 seconds. Let me have a look.
I think it was sent to you on WhatsApp. Well, exactly where Tony said about the bruise on her nose. I sent it to you.
I get that people in the comments that are Alex's supporters that are angry at King. I get it. But when people argue, they go and see what they can do about each other. That's what you do in an argument.
Yeah.
But I'm not saying Alex isn't aiming at Tony, because he said, I heard him say in his live earlier that he has a case, which is fair enough. But you've got to think, like, this guy hasn't just gone into a dictionary and made up loads of words. Like, he's been told this.
But that was still his choice to run with it without any proof and pass it to Pearl and all this stuff.
Maybe you're right. Maybe you're right there. Yeah, you are, like... But it's TikTok, bro. People run with anything.
But you say run with anything.
On her own thing with all of the videos out about it. And then what she kept saying is she kept getting shut down. Then she went in, and I am even willing, and Alex, what have I said to you today? If you want me to come where over the weekend, because I'll come there over the weekend. I'll come to Tony. I know. Come to Tony. Tony's in here. Tony, are you in here?
No, she's not. She's asking, is she here?
Oh.
And people are saying you shouldn't run with stuff without proof. I can't remember the woman's name, but didn't everyone say that Rickster done something to a woman the other day with no proof? Yeah. And everyone hammered Rickster, but no one had no proof about that woman. But the whole app turned on him, which was wrong. So what I'm saying is, I'm not saying this is right, because I believe myself, with no proof, no one should mention anything. But it has happened. Unfortunately, a lot of us in this box now was friends. Like, friends. We're not just TikTok friends. We spoke off the app and everything, and it's just gone embarrassing. What's happened? We're going live. Comments are maybe fueling it up. I'm not blaming comments. I'm just saying we need to sort this out now.
King, have you ever told, and be honest, have you ever told anyone, you know when me and Frankie used to always be in Pearl's boxes, right?
I'm sticking up for Rickster, man. What are you comments on about, man?
Turn the comments off somebody.
I don't even know.
How? Get a job.
For fuck's sake, riling them up when we're trying to sort something out between Alex and King here. Stop. Turn the comments off.
If, you know when me and Frankie, when Pearl used to go, can I just have Frankie and Alex in the box and all that stuff, yeah?
Yeah.
Have you ever spoke to anyone and said that you feel left out?
Yes, he hasn't. Even I know about that. But that's fine. That was how we were feeling.
What was that? What was that? I missed that. I was talking.
Actually, it wasn't. It wasn't you and Frankie. Now, I know what you're talking about. There is a person I did speak to. Yes, but
I've been told that you felt pushed out or something.
No.
That in that sense, like. You feel left out. You feel like you
felt a bit left out, even out.
No, what it was, Pearl come on the live or come live and said the only people that she needed was you, Frankie, and Chester, and it wasn't that used to bothered me. It was more the Chester, and I did speak with somebody. I never said that I felt pushed out. I don't know, Chester, you don't really see anything. See him within the live, but you don't really see.
I do know about that. Yes, it was said, and
it got back to Pearl, and Pearl phoned me and went up his house.
What are we wanting for you and King of Kings here? Are you willing just to come off the live and have a little telephone call with somebody else in the telephone call, whether it be Frankie, whether it be Miss J, whether
it's the thing is, Pearl, it's bigger than all this, and you don't understand. And the problem is, like, I'm in here, right, and I'm just saying, all I'm trying to do all I'm trying to do is not make anyone look stupid, but what I'm trying to do is get my truth across and the situation, because I'm not being funny. I spoke to King of Kings in Frankie's box, right? Yeah. Before, a few weeks back, and you know when I called CJ a fruit, non-homophobic. He wasn't homophobic. I call a lot of people fruits in my life. It's just a word, right? I found out that he was a homophobic slur, and I asked King of Kings in Frankie's box.
And I said to me, it doesn't come across to me as being homophobic.
Yeah, and you said I wouldn't take it offensive.
I wouldn't take offensive.
It's not offensive. Yeah,
and I wouldn't.
Yeah, and then we fell out, and then he went round. No, let me speak. And then if we fell out, and obviously he went round the app saying Alex is homophobic. He's saying homophobic slurs. He's going around this and that and that. Can you not see the picture?
That's not right. That's not right.
That's exactly what happened.
No, King, I think, honestly, mate, I think you did. I think when you'd fell out, you then mentioned what Alex had said about the fruit.
Yeah, I know I've put my hands up. I have mentioned that, but I've not. It's the way that's just stories come about. I'm saying that's not right.
No, you used it as a weapon.
Yeah.
I think
you used it as a weapon.
Lads, what we've got to realise is when you argue, I always use this. You don't say you got nice shoes, nice trainers, nice top. Like you're gonna say nasty things. Okay, Alex, I haven't seen you go anything about King. Maybe because I'm at work and I don't see it. But King, yes, you did get the ump about Alex going for you, and you did go on other lives saying things, a few posts. So all we need to do now is whether you want to do it in these boxes right now, apologise. Well, I don't know where you go from there, or you don't have to get on. You can just call it a day now.
The thing is literally come gunning, and that's what I mean. What you need to understand is he had his whole profile poll the last week has been post after about me. Doesn't that scream everything you need to know? And then also going into.
And I was the very first person to say I'll take them down. And I've took them down.
Right, Alex and King.
Did Pearl tell you to take them down?
No, she never.
What?
Did you tell King to take his post down?
I'm the blame for this again. I haven't told him to do fuck all.
No, she never.
Well, I'm asking a question.
Oh, he's not blaming you, Pearl.
Definitely not. I'm not his fucking keeper. Everybody does what they want on their own page. Not my place to tell anybody to do anything.
Alex, let's ask you then, what do you want from this? Be honest, it doesn't matter what you say, although no one agrees with it.
Oh, do you know what? I don't know, I don't actually know what I want, because I thought, you know what, when I've heard old Pearl's live, and I thought, okay, she's probably come live and said, you know what, she doesn't want to talk about this anymore. It's going to be left, blah-de-blah-de-blah, and it just seems to be.
I wanted King's name cleared, because that's all I've heard over every live today, that King's in the wrong. King was doing whatever towards me, and it wasn't like that at all, because that message was before any conversations were.
And then I've had random profiles trying to add me.
Asking, and we've all seen, she said no, but after that was a total different. But that message wasn't after all what come out, and then the Gordon, that message was first. That was in the Discord with only him. Is it a Discord? Whatever you call it. With him, the mod, and Tony. And then the message.
Before Pearl went live, was you told that it wasn't Black Eyes? That there was no hands put on her? Was you told that before Pearl went live?
So
No. So what I'm saying to you, mate, again, I'm not digging no one out here, but before Pearl went live and did what she did, did you know that could you have said, Pearl, I've got it wrong? Honest answer.
No, because I've
You could have.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I'll put my hands up as well. I'd never really sort of read the messages properly, but now I've gone back over the messages, and I've said today, not to just like people in this room, and I've said today, and I've put my hands up, and I've gone, shit, it does look like I've gone there to cause trouble and go and.
When King again, mate, I'm not digging you out. I'm trying to sort this out here. But when you knew before she went live and started saying what she said, if you knew and you've openly admitted, yeah, I could have stopped it. Honestly, why didn't you? Was you angry with Alex and just thought I'm going to let this run, or what happened?
There you go. Enough said. Thank you very much. Bye.
Alex, don't drop out the box. You don't need to drop.
King, just answer.
What the fuck, man?
King.
It's not going to get anywhere, Pearl, so I am just going to come off the app anyway.
King, you don't need to come off the app, bro.
You don't need to come off anywhere.
I couldn't really care what people think of me in these comments.
King, listen, because this is coming across wrong. After that first interaction with Tony and the mod, right? That's when you could have said something about that message. But after that, this is what Frankie's asking.
So after that, and then after the reason that
not to say what was up, but
no. So I will be honest. So and this is on my life and my family. The reason I think I didn't stop it was because once then I heard the other things that had so-called happened from other people, and through the mod that was in touch with me and things, I just thought, well, hang on, I might sort of know what's true, what's not true. She'd already told me a story on the phone, then I heard that something else sort of happened in the background. All right, it may not be black eyes, it may be bruises, and it's come out wrong, but I didn't want to sort of be like, not believing somebody for what they've already told me and then listen to other conversations. And I didn't want to sort of then go, well, hang on, do I put my foot down and stop this? And then it looks bad, because it looks bad on me anyway, either way. But I do put my hands up. Conversations in that Discord look sus. It hasn't been meant to come out the way it has come out. There's things of me with Chester. I can't really, to be honest, really remember the conversation with Chester. And I'm not saying that just to get out of it. But as I've just physically said, all right, I've said that to Chester, but I've not sat here putting searches in to try and get information or reaching out to people to try and get information. I got a message the Monday night, Tuesday morning from somebody which took me by surprise. And it started, and that then was like, well, hang on, who is this? And then it seemed to, I got roped in then with a phone call with the mod and Tony. And you can see clearly I've got the screenshots of the whole Discord. I haven't hid or deleted anything or removed any of my messages. But you can see that there was a physical phone call. And then after that phone call, you can see me then asking them 2 questions. And then after the 2 questions I asked, I said, well, I will be catching up with Pearl later for when she goes live.
No, I get that, mate, yeah. And I know personally that she has told several people. She's obviously been angry with him for some sort of reason. And she has said these things. I could get 10 people in here now that she's probably said it to. But the thing is, like, so Pearl went live and did what she did, right? And
I could have stopped it.
Yeah. So that's all I'm saying, bro. And I think if you admit that, things can go forward. But if you
could have stopped it,
you could have said, Pearl, shit, like that wasn't happening. So then Pearl wouldn't have said what she said. Alex wouldn't be branded this guy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So maybe was you just angry at the time and thought, I'm going to let it go?
Me personally, I think because of the story I heard of her from the phone and then my own past experiences, I didn't know what to think because it just sort of put me back where, hang on, what had gone on in my living room.
That's what she's done though.
I didn't think...
1 minute, my king, if this is the way you've explained this to me, you've told me, you've had this little conversation, then this message come, right? You knew about that then, what she'd said in that message. You reached out and said, not to her, to the mod, tell her if she wants to speak at any time, I'm only at the end of her phone, right? Yeah. Then that's when all this shit come out.
Yeah.
So that message was there. She was saying no at first, but then, and that's what he's saying. So you've said there was none, and now you're telling us all of this. And then she was telling me, and as you've just said, Frankie, she told lots of other people.
Yeah, I agree. I agree, Pearl. She has, and everything else that that was said I know that she has said to other people. Whether that, like, listen, mate, honestly, I just
comments that night, and if that was lies, she could have jumped up at any.
Yeah, of course she could. Yeah, of course.
Several times, get up in the box, Tony, and she sat there and never once, you're wrong, and even one of her real life friends in the comments was putting, I forget, what was the comment? Something.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah, it's true. They were saying, yeah.
Yes, and that was a real life friend.
I agree with you.
In
Mate,
real life.
Pearl, I agree. And the person in question, i.e. Tony, was in the comments and she could have stopped it. So, but like Alex is doing, I think he's doing with that in his own way, because at the end of the day, she's not on the app and she's I don't know, she's female. He doesn't, I don't know. He may not
be in the comments because I can't see them.
No, not in the comments now. I mean,
no. But I mean, like,
my point being,
he may not take this as being sincere. Is it? I can't even think the word. He may not take it as
sincere.
That's it. But I shouldn't have dug. I shouldn't have asked any questions. I apologise. It's been a learning curve, which now I will. I won't be getting involved in other stupid things, and I will just keep myself to myself.
So just for Alex's sake, though, King, now, because there are going to be people all over this, that at the time she did say something, and then afterwards, just before Pearl went live, or a couple of hours,
I could have stopped it. Yeah.
She then says, "No, that didn't happen," and you could have stopped it.
No. This is what people's getting wrong. That message where there was nothing, where she said there was nothing going on, was right at the beginning, Frankie. Not at the end. It was at the beginning. Then she'd come out with all this stuff after that.
And then she's changed her tune. Is that true?
Then she's what?
She's changed her tune once she said all this, and then. Yeah,
no, I've got the messages.
Yeah, no, I'm not denying any of that. I know exactly what she said.
At the end, she didn't change her tune. I've got another message, what was just before I went live, and she went, let's go for it now. Please do it now. And this, that, and the other, because I'd had an awful time with her not long before. And I did speak to other people about this and said, listen, I'm not going into it on here anyways, but listen. And then it was her who sent me a message and said, just do it, please do it. And that message, Alex has also got that message.
But I shouldn't have gone digging, and I shouldn't have gone about things the way it is. So I do apologise.
The one that's done all of this.
He doesn't believe me, he may not believe me. I will keep my mouth shut.
Quite willingly, I will drive down there and go and sort all this out this weekend. And I
get it. Pearl, I understand what you're saying. Yes, she has said all these things. The point I'm making is the two black eyes. Did she say that and then change her mind?
All about the black.
Yeah, so everything else. I know.
Changed her mind on them, but then she kept saying, "I didn't say black eyes." Listen, I'm not gonna. At the time, yes, that's what she said to me, but she's telling me she didn't. So I have to take that into account, because if I'm not going to believe her over that, I can't believe her over everything else.
Yeah, no, I agree with everything else that was said. Like, I don't agree with it, sorry. I mean, I know that's gospel, what else was said, but my point was, did King get a message before you went live, Pearl, so you're not involved?
Yeah.
Did King get a message to say, he has never put his hands on me?
No.
King, did you?
It's in the Discord on that chat.
Yeah, so you did get the message.
But that Pearl wasn't thinking of that, but I did get, and I could have stopped it. But Alex, if you're in here, I don't really I do care. All right, I've hurt your feelings. I understand. I was angry, but I haven't done this because I've been angry. I was angry for you just making a beeline for me over the weekend. All right, you did mention Susie, but you made more of a thingy for me, which got me back up. So I do apologise. I've been a bit sly then. But the only reason them two questions were asked from me is for the story she told me on the telephone, which was something totally different to what the story's been told to Pearl. And only because that there was kids involved to what she told me on the phone, it was like, hang on a minute, I'll have to ask these just to make sure she's all right. It wasn't doing it to be trying to catch people out or to trying to get shit on him or trying to make him look bad. That's the only two times I asked that question. And when she said no, I left it and didn't really communicate back in there. But yeah, as you've said, Frankie, I could have gone to Pearl and gone, hang on, well, I've had other messages now saying that something else, that this didn't happen, and I have sort of just
listen here, right? I know what you're fucking doing. Don't even play the game.
Okay.
I know what you're fucking doing, and you think you're fucking clever. I'm telling you now, right? Careful how you move, King.
Okay.
Stop mentioning fucking kids, right? Because you're making... No, Pearl, no. He's mentioning kings and saying, not going into any detail. No, Pearl. Do you know what he's doing here, right? He's mentioning kids and then not implying what was said. Then people think, oh, is Alex a nonce?
Well, yeah, then.
That's what you're trying to do here, King.
Can I tell them what you told me?
That what I shouted in a kid's face, apparently, and all that stuff.
Well, yeah. And that...
So stop. Do you know what? Why didn't you just say, apparently I shouted in the kid's face? Why don't you say that, right? Instead of implying shit like, oh, it's stuff to do with kids, King, because you know how that looks on social media.
You ain't here for me to ask. If you were in the box, I would have said, am I all right to say this? But you weren't in the box.
Repeated it over and over again. You mentioned kids, and you know how this app moves. You're not stupid. As soon as you go, oh, well, it's to do with kids, you know exactly how this fucking app moves.
I'm making it clear. It's not the way it's coming across. It's not. There, I've said it. It's not that way at all. Pearl, much love to you, but to all of you, it's all right. I'm done. I really am done. I'm having messages now coming through telling me he's got me home address now coming through randomly. If that's the case, oh well, so be it. But I'm done.
Listen, come on the phone a minute because I want you a minute.
And take